On the day of my husband's funeral, his father said, "This property belongs only to blood heirs now." But they didn't know that. Hello, my name is Elsa, and I'm 34 years old. I'd like to share a difficult but ultimately powerful chapter of my life with you. Get out or I'll drag you out myself. The words exploded from Howard's mouth, shattering the quiet of my den. As I stood frozen in my dark mourning dress, the weight of yesterday's service still clung to me. I watched my heart pounding as his nephews hauled away my late husband's favorite leather armchair, the one Ethan used to sink into with his morning coffee reviewing case. "Files, you don't belong here," I said, my voice low but steady, cutting through the mess. Howard spun toward me, his lined face curling into a smug smile. "This is our family's inheritance, darling, blood only. Ethan's gone and you're nothing to us. Until yesterday I thought I knew my place in this world. For 7 years I'd been married to Ethan Sinclair, a compassionate children's doctor in Portland, Oregon. We'd built a life in the charming, craftsman-style house his great uncle left him, a place filled with our shared dreams. But now, as Howard's nephews, Marcus and Robert, carted my possessions to the porch, like I was some drifter, I realized how blind I'd been to his family's resentment. The morning after Ethan's funeral, I returned from my brother's house to find the door locks changed and the Sinclair clan treating my home like their private storage unit. "Ethan would hate this," I murmured, clutching the edge of my wedding photo album as they tossed it carelessly onto the lawn. Howard scoffed. "Ethan's dead, Elsa. He was too soft on you, always was. We warned him you were after the family money, but he didn't listen. That game's over." His words stung like venom. 7 years of stiff holiday dinners, whispered conversations that stopped when I came in, and pointed remarks about proper lineage flashed through my mind. I'd endured it for Ethan, who swore his family would eventually warm to me. Now Marcus reappeared, wiping sweat from his brow. "Most of her stuff's out, Uncle Howard. What about the dining furniture? Take what's worth keeping." Howard barked, not sparing me a glance. "She's got till sunset to grab the leftovers." A cold resolve settled in me. They thought I was powerless, but Ethan had seen through them long before I did. From the start, the Sinclairs had treated me like an outsider. When Ethan introduced me 6 years ago, their icy reception was clear. I was a social worker raised in a modest family struggling through university. To Howard and his sister Beatrice, I was beneath their pedigree doctor son. "She's dependable," Beatrice had sniffed during our first dinner, as if it were an insult. The put-downs never stopped. Subtle jabs about better matches from wealthier families, or pointed questions about my goals when we got engaged. "Keep family assets with family."
Howard had lectured before our wedding ceremony, insisting on a prenuptial agreement. Ethan had bristled, but I nodded to maintain peace, seething inside at their assumption. I was a schemer. Ethan saw it all. The sidelong glances, the rearranged seating too. Isolate me, the whispers when they thought he wasn't listening. "You could aim higher, son," Beatrice once said, unaware. I was within hearing distance. "She's fine, but she's not our type," Ethan had defended me fiercely, but I saw the hurt in his eyes, the dawning realization of his family's unkindness. The turning point came 4 months before Ethan's death at a cousin's engagement party. Excusing myself to freshen up, I overheard Howard and his nephews plotting. "When Ethan's gone, the house comes back to us, right?" Robert asked. "She's got no claim long term." Howard's reply was chilling. "Spouses get temporary rights, but blood wins, always has. She'll get whatever small things. Ethan leaves her nothing. More. There's certainty that I'd be erased from Ethan's legacy." Shook me. I hid in the bathroom, studying my breath, then rejoined Ethan, who was animatedly discussing a new pediatric procedure with his aunt. He never suspected the vultures circling our life. That night, driving home, I told Ethan what I'd heard. His face hardened. "Elsa, I've been working on something," he said, pulling into our driveway. "I need to show you." In our cozy den, he revealed a document folder. "I've had a will since we married, but after hearing my family's nonsense, I've updated it with my lawyer, Serena. James, everything the house, the practice, our savings goes to you. I've also added a letter explaining why." The letter detailed years of their slights, their plotting, their dismissal of me as temporary. He'd ensured every document was legally certified, with copies secured at Serena's office, and months later, Ethan was diagnosed with aggressive leukemia. 6 months, maybe less, the cancer doctor warned. Ethan, ever pragmatic, called Serena immediately. "We need to finalize everything," he told her. Over weeks of grueling chemotherapy, we perfected his will, adding a no-contest clause to block any challenges. His family's visits grew frequent, but their focus was on the house, the practice, the legacy. "Elsa, have you thought about where you'll go after?" Beatrice asked one day, her tone dripping with false concern. I smiled tightly, saying nothing. The day before Ethan died, I overheard Marcus and Robert planning to secure the house, post-funeral even contacting a new doctor to take over Ethan's practice. Ethan, frail but furious, made me promise. Don't let them dominate you. Serena has everything you need. He passed the next morning, his hand in mine, sunlight streaming through our bedroom. At the funeral, the Sinclairs isolated me, relegating me to the back bench. Howard cornered me afterward. We'll give you a week to clear out. The house is for Marcus's family now. I returned from my brother's the next day to find them ransacking my home. I called Serena. They're here moving my things, I told her, watching from my car. Stay put, she said. I'm coming. When Serena arrived, briefcase in hand, Howard's smugness faltered. Mrs. Sinclair, she announced, you're trespassing on Elsa's, property. She laid out the will. Everything house practice assets was mine, backed by joint ownership documents. Howard's jaw dropped, but family tradition is legally irrelevant. Serena cut in, reading Ethan's letter aloud, exposing their years of cruelty. A no-contest clause ensured any challenge would cost them everything. By evening, the Sinclairs returned. Every item they'd taken, including my mother's antique timepiece. The locks they changed were replaced at their expense. The practice they tried to sell stayed mine. Howard's patriarchal aura crumbled as word spread of their failed plan. Ethan's final gift wasn't the assets. It was the shield he built around our love, ensuring his family's greed could never touch me. As I stood in our den holding his letter, I felt his strength. Thank you for watching. For more dramatic and eye-opening stories, make sure to subscribe to Home Exposed and never miss an update.